the recognized Demon Lord. Before the Great Tenma War, all of the 12 Guardian Generals of Rimuru's army are evolved into true Demon Lords. At number 7, we have the primordial fallen angel Dino. He was originally one of the 7 angels of origin, serving as the chief advisor to Star King Nava himself. By his master's side, he became a great swordsman and was eventually tasked with the role of watching over humanity and reporting their actions. However, upon Nava and his wife's death, Dino found all meaning to be lost and contemplated destroying the world itself in his grief. Still, he maintained himself enough to realize that destroying everything was kind of stupid and lame, and so he sealed his powers. This loss of purpose for him was the moment when he became a fallen angel or a seraphim. Still, despite his master's death and his title revoked, Dino maintained the role of the Watcher, and he eventually found Millim, his master's daughter. While he couldn't fully accept her as his new master, Dino watched her from the shadows, allowing his friends Pico and Gracia, other angels, to gather more information about the Cardinal world. Dino was there when Millim and Guy fought, assisting in the shadows and preventing her from destroying the world. And upon the creation of the Demon Lord Council, Dino decided to become a member just so he could freeload in Guy and Velzard's castle. Then recently, he has moved to Tempest, freeloading at Rimuru's dungeon. Okay, he helps out with some research here and there, and his true purpose there is to spy on Rimuru for Guy. As time passes, he kind of likes it in Tempest and becomes an employee of Rimuru's, until of course Michael, he shows up, who has the power to make anyone with an angelic or sin class ultimate skill to become his slave, and Dino possesses Lord of Sloth Belphegor, which gives him thought acceleration and hypnotizes someone to death, which he does to Beretta effortlessly. However, Dino has to run away when Rimuru's second strongest general, Jijin, confronts him and claps his cheek where he barely gets out unscathed. After Michael's control, Dino betrays Rimuru and switches sides, where currently he has unlocked his inner power, boasting an EP of 6.8 million. But we don't actually know Dino's true power level, as he has never fought seriously, especially since his Belphegor evolved into Astaroth. After his evolution and using his god class weapons, everything combined, his has to be around 20 to 25 million. The 8th member of the Council of Demon Lords is the Cursed Lord Kazalim, or she was known 2,000 years ago, Kagali. She was the princess of a long-lost kingdom of elves, being one of the most prosperous nations in the world. In Rimuru's time, this would come to be known as the Ruins of Soma. As a child, Kagali suffered greatly due to her father, who at the time was possessed by Jahil, a servant of Twilight Valentine and one of the first high human ancestors. The fact is, her father became cruel, experimenting on her and leading to her death, only to be resurrected by her dad as a death man. In an attempt to save her father from his evil ways, she was transformed into a man via a curse renamed to Kazalim. But things didn't get better, as her dad was an idiot and got Millim mad. You know, when someone invaded Millim's home and killed her sibling? Yeah, that was this bozo. It resulted in Kagali being one of the only few remaining high elves left alive, and so she spent her time rebuilding her lost nation. However, after establishing her country, the Chaos Dragon attacked, contaminating all of her people and turning them into dark elves. You mean becoming brown means you're contaminated? Is that what they're trying to say? Like becoming brown or black means you're being contaminated? Am I contaminated? Fuck.
You're teasing me. Naughty, naughty.
It was during this time Kagali would also create 3 Deathmen using the corpse resurrection spell Birthday. They were Clayman, Footman, and Tyr. Using the knowledge and tech she preserved from her previous nation, Kagali then created the capital city Umbrit of the puppet nation of Gistov. However, her rule came to an end when Leon Cromwell proclaimed himself as Demon Lord 300 years ago. Kagali wasn't having none of that and stepped in to eliminate him. This was actually just a power play by Kagali, however, as she was the one who recruited Carrion and Frey and wanted to recruit Leon in the same way, which by recruiting them, she would have more power in the Demon Lord Council, but this was humiliating to Leon, first submitting to her power. So she got packed up because because Leon locked in due to wanting his Pookie back, and so he absolutely obliterated her. After her death, Kagali wandered as a spirit with her mind and body slowly losing consciousness over time. That is until 12 years ago, before Rimuru's reincarnation, when she came across Yuuki Kagurazaka, who she successfully came to share a body with, and later on acquired a female elf homunculus body, rising once again. In regards to her power, Kagali is pretty damn strong and was known to have ability equivalent to that of Roy Valentine, but currently in the story her EP is well above Roy's in the million class. First of all, she possesses two powerful mental magic skills, Demon Dominate and Locking Curse, which both completely mind control a person into becoming the user's servant. She also, just like Clayman, is a master of necromancy, being able to resurrect dead corpses and bring them back to life as deathmen. One of Kagali's most notable skills is golem creation, where she's able to create an army of golems to protect her and her country. These golems are so strong they could even defeat a demon lord seed, making them in theory stronger than a third of the demon lords on this list. The true potential of Kagali's ability is showcased during the current Tenma War, where she is able to create an army for Feldway and his angel buddies. She also possesses the ultimate enhancement Augusta, Book of Prophecy. This skill is an evolved form of the unique skill planner, which allows its user to plan accordingly to ensure that they are always profitable. August also makes it so Kagali can literally predict the future. This planner ability is also why the Harlequin Alliance of Yuuki is so organized and has a hand in every pie around the world, with Kazalim and Yuuki's end goal being world domination.